Hex, you want to mine new hex? You're just going to delay time. Time's free. Time don't cost you nothing. There's no overhead. You don't got to blow up the environment like a Bitcoin miner.
Richard Hart is a prominent figure in the cryptocurrency space who is known for his criticism of trading crypto as a means of making profits. According to Hart, trading cryptocurrency is a surefire way to get REKT or lose all your money. Hart's argument is based on the fact that the cryptocurrency market is highly volatile and unpredictable. Prices can fluctuate rapidly and dramatically based on a variety of factors, such as news events, regulatory changes, and market sentiment. This makes it difficult for even experienced traders to consistently make profits. Furthermore, Hart believes that the cryptocurrency market is largely manipulated by large players who have the power to move prices in their favor. These players, often referred to as whales, can use their large holdings to create artificial demand or supply, leading to price swings that can wipe out smaller traders. Hart's advice for those interested in the cryptocurrency market is to focus on long-term investing rather than short-term trading. He advocates for buying and holding high-quality cryptocurrencies that have strong fundamentals and potential for growth over the long term. By taking this approach, Hart believes investors can avoid the risks and pitfalls of trading and potentially achieve significant returns over time.
All the time. You guys are all rich right now. You just got to hold long enough.
Right.
But you have to hold the right assets. You got to hold Hex, Bitcoin, Ethereum, stuff that's got a track record. It's going to be here a long time, product market fit, real estate like you guys. And it's you take your business income, your regular W-9, your 1099 income, put it into crypto, hold it for the long term, and you're going to make money.
You know, what an interesting thing is about stock market, people think about stock as it has some particular asset. It's really just, to me, pom-poms is cheerleading. So when Richard talks about stock and he says, you know, your belief systems, I really would like you to highlight stock.
I forgot. So I lost my track. The reason I was telling you about all my old businesses was you buy a thing so it can make more in the future.
Yeah, you were saying buying a business is getting a job.
Buying a house
getting a business
and trying to rent it out, that you're trying to make something that makes money.
Yeah.
Buying a business, you're trying to make, it costs you money up front to get money out. Buying a Bitcoin miner costs you money to get money out.
Yep.
All of those have huge negative externalities. You got to pay all these fees and taxes. You got to pay closing stamps, closing tax, doc tax, title search. There's all this overhead. There's all these middlemen.
Yeah.
You want to build a house and get financing, any of that, you get middlemen out like all over the place. You want to buy a business, you can pay a business broker. You know, you can pay 3 years net, 5 years net, whatever. It's all these middlemen, all this overhead, negative externalities, friction. Hex, you want to mine new hex? You're just going to delay time. Time's free. Time don't cost you nothing. There's no overhead. You don't got to blow up the environment like a Bitcoin miner. The reason that Hex has the insane price performance that it has is, one, it's a small community. It's easy to multiply our numbers. Two, we got no negative externalities. If people get paid inflation, they don't got to sell it for electricity. They don't got to sell it for mining hardware. They don't got to sell it for facilities. There's no negative externalities. There's no Hex building, or there's no like company that has a bunch of employees to pay. You got all these other coins and companies and things where you're hoping you're putting money into a common pool with the expectation of profit solely for the work of others, and all that work costs money, and they sell the price down. Vitalik sells the Ethereum price down. All these other founders sell the price down. You look at Hex, you look at the origin address, not to say that it's a founder, but it did get half the supply. None of them coins ever been sold on the market.
Damn.
That's maybe why the price has gone up 1,000,000%, because there's so many good things combined, you know?
That's powerful.
Well, also, I think Elon was, like, we were talking about a lot about taking a loan against instead. I'm not really advocating loaning if you're going to be productive with that asset. That's why I roll out of real estate into cash, and then the cash can go into a performance like crypto or something like that, or start a new business. But that business has to perform. Once it performs, that cash flow has to go back into the long-term hold. So I think Elon was going to buy Twitter at one point.
Yes. Yeah.
Was he going to do that because he sold his Tesla stock? No, it was because he took a loan against that stock. He would have taken a loan against that stock. So these are good points about, like, even the belief system of stock or buying a new asset performing. Very similar. Richard educates so much about not crypto
stuff because it don't go up 1,000,000x. Man. We went up 1,000,000%. Why do I care about stocks? I don't care about stocks. Oh, if I waited 13 years, I could have 2x'd. 2x? We did that this last 2 weeks. Like, why?
Well, he was
Why-
explaining
we laugh at stock guys.
to Jordan Belfort just a couple of days ago, the Wolf of Wall Street. He was explaining to he said Jordan was saying, "Oh, you should buy the S&P 500. You definitely should be in the S&P 500." And Richard says, "Let's look at the chart. Let's just look at the chart. How long would it take you to be a 2x in the S&P 500?"
If you pour, you need mad gains to multiply that poorness to try and make something. The
Right.
2x ain't gonna help you. Oh, I put my $500 in. Well, great. You've got like 3 good dinners.
Right.
You and a date could go on 3 good dinners. That's not like you need actual giant gains in order to make it if you broke, or you got to wait a long time.
Wow.
Yeah, and I think that's where people go with the ladder with the stock market is like, oh, I'll get 8 to 10%. It's given that much. The S&P 500 since the 60s has been giving 10%. It's like, okay, that's cool, you know, long
What's
term to
inflation?
hold, but
Give me the inflation adjusted. returns.
exactly, yeah,
You losing money.
yeah,
Wow.
You got to beat inflation. Inflation is no joke. You got to. So basically, here's another thing. This thought leader stuff I'm going to tell you about. No one else can tell you about. I
Yeah.
invented these ideas.
I laugh at the stock too. So
Please
don't
tell
worry.
us,
The
please
stock
tell us.
market.
This
Go
one's a
ahead.
little different. So let's say your stocks drop in half, but the price of the house you want drops in half too. You broke even because really in the real world, all that matters is goods and services. And so if the stock market drops, crypto drops, everything that you own drops, as long as the stuff you want to buy drop too, you good. And so the real game is your gains versus the stuff you want to buy.
There you
If
go.
what you want to buy is dollars, well, it shouldn't be. It's stuff. You know, you got to outperform. Like if you want to buy Rolexes, man, you had to make a 2 or 3x over the last 2 or 3 years because they went up 2x.
Yep.
And if you didn't, you lost money. If you want, you know, if that's what you want to buy, it's just helping people feel a little better because if everything drops, that's fine because it all kind of balances out. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
But
The
when
issue
everything
is that
goes
when
up, you didn't actually make nothing
yeah,
because everything went up.
yeah. The issue is when the inflation overrides the gains that you would have got off. And I get it. Like I'm all about like being diversified. You should be in index funds. You should be in crypto. You should be in real estate. You should be in everything. You know, and I try to diversify, be in everything. But it's like,
I do the opposite.
you know, oh, you're all in on just crypto.
Yeah, this another Warren Buffett quote I'm gonna hit you with, man.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Warren Buffett's like fat old me, but I'm also fat old me. He's like, I don't know, we both real fat, real old.
How old are you?
Why would 42?
Okay.
I think I looked 30 when I shaved. Because the ladies used to make fun of me for being fat, and then I'm not. I used to be the fat guy at the club. Now I'm the old guy at the club. But I can fix that. I can shave. That's easy. that's way quicker than
No
dye.
white hairs though, man. They can't hate.
True.
Yeah.
I'd be the silver fox.
There you go.
So if you could do 2 things,
Mhm.
you could put all your eggs in a bunch of baskets.
Right.
We're both gonna get some of them. They're gonna get got.
Mm.
Or you could put all your eggs in one basket and watch it real careful. That actually works real good.
Mm.
Warren Buffett ain't trying to diversify stuff that sucks. He just is kind of forced to diversify because he has too much money. So
Yeah.
he has to because of his scale.
Yeah.
But if he didn't have that scale, he would never buy some of these things that he's buying.
Hmm.
Because why would you want less gains? And by the way, a lot of the stuff you think. So the theory behind diversification is it will ease the drawdowns. And I won't have to sell at a worse price if I ever have to sell because the drawdowns will be spread over a bunch of things.
Mhm.
But why don't you just buy something that like it goes up so high that it don't matter if it draws down? Hex drew down 95%. That cancels out a 20x. But we went up a 10,000x. So you're still up after a 90% drop. If you go up a 10,000x and you drop 90%, you're still up 1,000x.
Yeah.
Because a 90% drop only cancels out a 10x. And so it's like crypto breaks everything. That may have made sense before crypto existed. Business made sense before crypto existed. I mean, people that make crypto businesses still couldn't outperform crypto.
Yep.
So I'm just saying, man, I don't want weak, lame gains in my portfolio
Yeah.
because they just consume your consciousness too.
Okay.
Because you're going to spend time like
Another perspective. For
this,
sure.
like, okay, Amex, right? I got a black Amex.
Yep.
Black Amex, I pay $5,000 a year.
Those
So
are hard to get. Those are very hard to
It's
get.
invite only.
Yeah.
I think you got to spend $250,000 or $500,000 a year on personal stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I pay $5,000 a year to the Amex people to screw retailers out of an extra percent. When you accept a credit card, the credit card company takes a fee, which by the way, crypto also solves. There's a caveat. You get some chargeback stuff, which has value.
Mhm.
You don't get that in crypto. Someone pay you. If you get paid in crypto, ain't no chargebacks. That's it.
Straight
You
to
just gone. But if you get paid in credit card, they might take it back 6 months later. So you don't really have the money. You think you have it, but then someone could charge it back and be like, oh, you know, I didn't like it. And then you got to give the money back.
Especially Amex has high fees.
It's a
They
percent
get
higher.
mad when you pull out that Amex card. Like, oh fuck.
Yeah, it's a percent higher.
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't accept it.
Yeah.
So here's my point. I'm paying Amex $5,000 to screw retailers that I would prefer get paid more. I don't want my retailer that I'm doing business with to get paid a percent less
Yeah.
because I'm using a crappy payment method.
Yeah.
That's not fair to him.
Yeah.
And you know, that percent, where do you think it's going to come out of? My next purchase or to somebody else's. It's negative externalities. It's bad. It's friction. And so guess what? Now I paid $5,000 a year for Amex to screw the retailers out of an extra percent. So they charge a normal swipe local, you pay 1.5. Amex is going to charge 2.5. And then if it's mail or telephone order, it's usually a percent higher because there's more chargebacks, because there's more fraud, because you didn't get a personal signature with an ID or a PIN if you're in Europe, which is awesome. I actually got stopped by the police in Best Buy last week.
Why?
Fuck yeah.
Listen to this, man. My mom, she got health problems. I came, she was in the hospital. She had sepsis. It's like when you get blood infection, you're going to die. 34%, 30 or 40% die if it gets to your kidneys, and like 6 or 7 if it don't. It didn't get to her kidneys. So she probably only 6 or 7 1-year mortality.
Wow.
So she all right. Other than being like, old and messed up and whatnot. I went to Best Buy, bought her TV. Went the next day, bought some scanners because they made a movie about me. They actually made a movie about me. Hex is finished now. Now they're selling it to different, whoever streaming companies wants to buy it, pays the most money, can get to buy it. Or
Do you get paid too?
Nah, I don't make nothing on it. They have their own team and investors. And
The highest of stakes.
Okay.
yeah, the highest of stakes.
Community
I probably wanna see it.
supported
It's
the
6.
Yeah.
These guys won 5 Emmy Awards. These guys are real deal.
Wow.
It's way better than I deserve. These guys is amazing. So I go and I buy my mom a TV, gets delivered to her house, buy some scanners, got to scan all my old childhood photos for the movie. It was like last minute, like just in time. And then I went and bought some tripods and like a memory card. They called the police on me. Police came in the store, local sheriffs, and they're like, "Hey, we need to see what you're doing here. You got your ID?" Oh, yeah, got my ID. Yeah, we heard you doing credit card fraud. Like, what are you talking about? Here's my ID. There's my name. My credit card. Got my name. What? How am I gonna do fraud? Deliver a TV to my mom's house, y'all in style. What am I gonna do? Rob the truck on the way? It don't make no damn sense. You guys crazy? Y'all should be helping me carry the stuff to the car, high-fiving me. I'm the best customer you've seen in a long time. I got pulled over for shopping in a Best Buy. That's messed up, man. It ain't supposed to be that way. Now, do you want to know why that happens? Because America's too stupid to use chip and PIN. So everyone does credit card fraud. Due to the restaurant, he gets your card, he puts in that card reader, copies it real quick, prints whatever name he wants on it. Now the signature matches, the name matches, he's got your numbers. That's all he needs because they don't have a PIN and a chip. In Europe, they don't care. They'll take your card. I bought $1 million of Bulgari jewelry at the store with my card because I got a PIN. They know it's me. But in America, you ain't got no PIN that you have to use. It's all signatures, so anyone could steal it and anyone could scam it. So I got the police called on me for being a good customer because they don't know how to do billing in America properly. Crypto also solves this.
He used the money from Forex to buy crypto, and then he used crypto to buy the cars.
That guy must sell a program because if you trade, you lose. I guarantee he's selling programs. If I hear the word Forex, you making money getting other people to lose their money. You a referral. You making money on refers. Oh, you a crypto trader? Nah. You convince other people to lose money at exchange, and you got a referral link because you trade enough to lose it. Now you trade on a fake, pretend it's real. I'm telling you, trading. Where do you think the money comes from in trading?
Seminars, courses.
It's like if you go to Las Vegas.
Yeah.
What you think pays for the big buildings? The winners? Nah,
Losers.
that's the people that lost.
People saying
this building's real big. Let me get in the losers queue to go help pay for this thing. It's so stupid. So there's things that work. There's things that don't work. Buying and holding something that has product market fit, like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Hex. Hex is around half as long as Ethereum now. Ethereum is 2,500 days. Hex is 1,000 days old. We almost as old as Ethereum, and it catches up. The way the math works, as time goes, it'll be easier for us to get a larger percentage.
Yeah.
So it's just, man, don't do stuff that you don't know work. Stay away from liquor. Stay away from leverage. Don't trade. Don't gamble. If you can avoid video games, avoid it.
Yeah.
If it's a video game that has an end, it's a narrative, it's a 2-hour story, that's awesome. But if they convince you to grind and get you getting banged on your card,
Coins
right?
level up.
Like pay
World
to
of Warcraft.
avoid like Clash of Clans, any of those like games that get you in freemium, get you addicted.
Yeah.
I lost $600 on that crap, man. I used to be addicted to games. I got addicted to a stupid, retarded, bad game.
Wow.
And I gave him $600. But a good game only got 30 back then. Now they cost more.
I used to play Last Chaos, Cabal, all those online games, but like you grind for hours to level up
Don't
and stuff
grind.
like that.
Don't never grind. That's your life. There's somebody else programming you to become a pigeon, bro.
Wow.
You just like peck, intermittent reward, peck. It sounds like a jingling and a septoncy. It's terrible. It turns you a pigeon, dog. If you want to destroy someone else's culture, you get them addicted to games. You get them to get addicted to gambling. You get them addicted to alcohol. That's how you destroy somebody else's culture.
That's America, bro.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And they
Wow.
have people that can afford to advertise you to get you to ruin your life so they get paid.
Damn.
That's why YouTube's messed up. Everybody on YouTube, all them referral links and all them people to buy them ads, they don't have your best interests at heart. They make money when you lose. It's not good. There's only a couple things in the world where Everybody wins together. And cryptocurrency, the real honest ones is like that. You buy, he buys, we all get rich together.
Right.
Now look, it's all on paper. Now here's a trick though. All of life is on paper. If everybody sells all the houses at once, it goes to zero. Everybody sells all the gold, it goes to zero.
Yeah.
Everybody sells all the stocks, it goes to zero. So actually all your gains in every asset class are paper. And so that means in reality, the paper gains in crypto, you can have big volatility every 4 years, you can dip 85, 95%. But if you can withstand that volatility, it's the best performing asset class that's ever existed in history, man. And look, man, if you was at a political demonstration in Canada to get your freedom of movement back, which in America is a constitutional right, freedom of movement, freedom of speech is a constitutional right. The government came down on these people and seized the bank accounts of people that gave money to buy food and gasoline to the protesters. You sent money to someone that was at protest, they locked your account. They froze your money. Now here's what you don't. So first of all,
That's
this
crazy.
is Canada. This ain't Cuba. This is not
It's Canada.
This is Canada.
Close to home.
Exactly.
Fidel Castro's son.
Now, what would solve that? How are you going to stop the government from stealing your money because you bought someone a sandwich, locking you out of your finances, can't live no more, can't pay your rent? How are you going to stop that? Peer-to-peer digital cash, peer-to-peer digital money that you can't shut down. Google went down 30 minutes last week. Microsoft went down globally. This is global outages. Hex ain't never been down. 1,000 days, no downtime, 0% downtime, perfect uptime, perfect flawless operation where everything else is going down all around. So this solves real world problems. Like we could help humanity get these middlemen, disgusting middlemen. Nobody needs your money when they just print new all the time, give it to their friends. They don't need yours.
Right.
That's why your money don't buy nothing. Why is this Rolex up 2x over the last 2 years? Because it's too much money and not enough Rolexes, basically.
Demand.
So crypto can solve so many things, man. Like the world is messed up. There's everything in the world getting worse. There's only a couple things getting better. Tesla cars, they got better. Quickest car in the world, safest car in the world. Them rockets that land themselves, that's better. And crypto, that's better. But everything else is worse, man. Freedom of movement, REKT.